Hi, and welcome to a Mystic Dude Last Epoch video. So in this video we're looking at the Monoliths, which is an endgame feature, a repeatable feature, which has an increase in difficulty with a modifier called Corruption. So when you first arrive at this place here, you will get access to open up the Monoliths. So you've progressed through the campaign, you've arrived at the end of time, and you're on the main island. The, the first time you get here, you'll have to walk across the bridge, which is over to the right, and you'll be doing the monoliths on normal mode. And the way it works is you progress through them, you clear them up on normal, and then you can go through on a higher difficulty, which is referred to as empowered, which is level 100. So you get through end of time, you get across the bridge, and the first one you're at is Outcast, Fall of the Outcasts. As you can see, because I've unlocked the empowered, you will get the option to do normal on 58 or empowered on level 100. They're all level 100 on empowered, and on normal they go up in different difficulties. So they start at 58, 66, 62 over there, 70, 75, 85, and so on, and then to the top three, which are 90. So the way they work is on each map you open the monolith. As you can see, well, if you first time here you won't see, but you basically start with the instability, the center bit here, and you'll have a couple of nodes around you, or echoes as you call them, and you just select one of them which you fancy and work your way out, completing each echo. The echoes are small, like instance runs, where you get an objective. I'll show you that in a second, and you get a reward, and you can see the rewards based on the icons. So that I'm mousing over is gold. I'll just scroll in, make it easy for you to see. The maroons, the keys, items, weapons, stuff like that. So as you progress through them, you fill up your stability bar at the top, and the stability unlocks these quests on the left hand side. And when you get past this third marker into the fourth segment, you can attempt the boss, the monolith boss. Each monolith has a different boss, and different rewards that come with it. The rewards that you get from the bosses, other than the unique drops, which I would suggest you just search and have a look, is you get the blessings, which give you passive enhancements. The ones I would try and target later on is the ones like this survival of might for crit avoidance. Was the other one? Physical resistance. Them two are handy because if you've got them resistances on here, then it opens up a slot. You don't need them on your gears. Early on as well, you want to open up the experience gain, which is on the Fall of the Outcast, the first one. And let's see if we can find it. It's this one here. That looks like a blue sort of petal thing. So that's going to really help you. So when you first get here, whatever level you get at, 45, 50, 55, you know, try and do with the outcasts, pick up that, get the experience, and then work your way through on the right hand side. And then once you've cleared them out, you get to the top three, which are the level 90 ones. You clear them out, kill the bosses. That unlocks a little segment. It's not exactly a cutscene, but a little segment bit in the center, which then unlocks the empowered. And then on the empowered, you can go through them again to either improve your blessings or to target particular loot and to level up and so on. As you move through each one, you'll see a corruption value. I wouldn't suggest putting your corruption up in normal. Don't worry about it normal. Just blast through it on the right hand side and unlock empowered. As you can see, this one here is on 305. I've been unlocking them, getting them up to 300, and the corruption gives increased difficulty, which gives you increased rewards and increased XP. Also, as well, you've got what's called Gears of Oribus. Every time you kill a boss, as you can see, that says number 2 there. So you fill the stability up, you kill a boss, and then eventually, as you move through the echoes, you'll get this echo here, which, as you can see, that says +5 corruption and +20 from Gears of Oribus. So Gears of Oribus is every time you kill a boss, it gives you 1 there, which then gives you the extra corruption. So if I was to complete that now, I get 25, which would put that up to 330. The further away you move from the centre means that you get a little bit more corruption. So let's look at this one here. As you can see, that's not as far away, so that gives 24. This one gives 25. So the further away you move, the more corruption you get. The more corruption you get, the more difficult it gets. The more rewards you can get, the more XP you can get, and so on. You can reset the corruption if it gets too hard and difficult for you. There's a node next to the timeline, the center one. So there's a node here which resets the corruption, and once you clear that out, it will give you free. It will offer you free values to how much you want to put your corruption down, and it's a pretty easy fight, that one, and the values are pretty good. It can be like, I think the last one I did was, it offered me as low as 10 and as high as 260. Yeah, so you can reduce your corruption if you put it up too high for yourself. There is some other echoes on the map, so I've shown you the one for Oribus. As I told you, that gives you the bonus corruption, and it resets the timeline. Resetting the timeline means all these echoes disappear, and you're back to the center one with just a couple around it, one spider's web or one branch or whatever you want to call them. Now there's a couple of others that are worth mentioning. This one here, as you can see, there's no icon on it, but it tells you, it reveals echoes in a large path around it. So if you do one of them, let's see if I've done one anywhere on this map that I can show you. I don't think I've done one on this map. So basically, what it would do would be, let's see, no, I haven't done one. So it will just open more of these echoes. So if this was it here, it might unlock all these around it and show you these. So it spreads the echoes out, so it shows ones that are not available, and it helps you extend your path and move out further. So that's the echoes. Like I say, the information on the left over here is your rarity, your experienced, uh, enemy modifiers. Your quests are on the top left. When you get onto Empowered, by the way, you don't need to do the first 2 quests on this segments here. You can just fill that. You can ignore them too. You can just fill this bar up, stability, and then just kill the boss. When you're doing normal, you've got to do these 2 segments, but they're all right. A lot of these only take a couple of minutes, depending on the objective. And we'll just jump into an echo now, just so you can look at the UI and see the information on the screen. And I'll quickly show you what you see. So here we are in an echo. It says slay both patrolling desecrated flesh. And you can see there's markers there. They're moving around because the enemies are moving. That marker there, the other one, is just to show location of the chest that's appeared on the map. And the information underneath the map, other than the objective, just tells you what the modifiers are. So they have 20% damage and health and stuff like that. You can reset some. So these enemies. So let's see. I've come into that. I've opened chest, and then you get a stability bar here, which fills up your stability. And that stability goes to your main progress stability on the map. So you can just do the objective for the stability, or if you're on a heavily populated map, as it says there, gain from slaying enemies, you can fill that up and get the full. On this one, it'd be 84 stability. Yeah. So once you've done the objective, you come back out, and let's say I'd completed that, then that stability is added to this progress bar at the top, and and so on. What we'll do now is I'll just fail one. I'll let myself die. Then you can just see what one looks like when you yeah. So I'll just go and stand in these fellas over here. There you go. So if you die, you just respawn. You're back to the platform. Now, as you can see, oh, there was one up there. I could have showed you that. I didn't see that. As you can see there, it's just blanked out. So you can still do uh, the activity, the echo. Say if you wanted to move to that one, it just means that the reward that was in the center, in this case it was idols, if I remember rightly, uh, isn't available because you failed the echo with dying. But you can still do the echo. You can still complete it off to get through to this. So each echo, uh, I'll have different rewards and different fixes and stability. The other thing that they've changed, for anybody who was aware, the the rarity and the rewards used to carry over for so many turns. They've changed that now, so you don't need to worry about that. If you're a new player, then obviously you don't know what I'm on about. But if you're a returning player, yeah, they have changed that. So it used to carry over for about 3, 4 echoes, and you could build it up. The other thing is, like I said before, each of the bosses and the echoes have targeted loot. I would check that out on a site such as Max Roll or Last Epochs Tools. It will tell you when you come to an echo uh, what the targeted loot is. So at the bottom here it says exclusive rewards. So for this echo it's uh, bows. Other echoes might be rings and amulets. And like I said, there's certain items like unique shield that drops from Harlot and stuff like that. Also Orbris, he has a couple of unique items like the Siphon Ring. Again, too many to go through. Uh, I will just check out the list on Last Epoch Tools. So let's have a quick recap. We'll look at the map. So you've leveled through the campaign. You've got You've got to end of time. You talk to the NPCs. Do what you need to do here. Walk across the bridge. Get to the Fall of the Outcasts. Go through all the echoes. Build up the stability. Kill the boss, which in this one's called the Abomination. Uh, it's not too bad a fight. I'm not going to give you any spoilers on the fight because some people don't like that. They like to enjoy them, especially if they're playing blind. But if you do want to check it out again, there's plenty of guides out there. Move up, clear out Outcasts, move up the Black Sun, end in the Storm, and then Reign of Dragons, and then these three. Again, like I say, once you've unlocked these three, move to the centre and lock Empowered, and then you're back. You can go through them again. So initially I would target the ones that give you the blessings, but you can do it in your own way. You might want to target the ones that give you the loot straight away for the build that you're doing, and then that might help you target the blessings a bit easier. So there's no right way or wrong way. Try your build out, see what corruption you can get to. If you're running one of the metas, there's people on Warlocks running this at 1,000, 2,000, farming it comfortably at the moment. This build I'm doing, as you've seen from some of my other videos, if you've watched them, is my own sort of build. I'm still trying to level it up because I just can't drop the items. I can't get decent weapons, but this is sort of like my own build, and I'm still comfortable round about 300 corruption. I have got one of the echoes, one of the monoliths up to 350, I think, and I'm still comfortable there. So I think this build will take me up to about 400, and that's good enough for me. Like I say, just a casual uh, game. I'm not bothered in competing for the top spots. I just want to play to enjoy the game. 400 corruption is good. It gets me to see the game. The build itself gets me to do the dungeons, uh, and I do them at level 4s, which is again opens up, gives me access to the content. So that's the monoliths. I'm trying to think if I've forgot anything before I go. There will definitely be something that I forget. But anyway, if you've got any questions, hit me up in comments. I hope the volume is alright on this video. I had a bit of feedback from the last one that the volume was low. Now it sounded alright to me, uh, but that's because I found that a Windows update changed all my settings. So I apologise if the audio was low on the last video, and I'm hoping this one's a little bit better for you all. As usual, if you've got any questions, hit me up in comments. Be nice if you can sub and give us a like on the video. But for now, Mystic Dude out.